So, welcome to Tesla Storytime. I'm going to tell you about the first time the Tesla broke. So, my mother-in-law had gifted me this massage, and it had been a particularly terrible week, so I booked the massage for 7 o'clock at night, and it had been raining all day. It started in the morning. It had snowed, and I did the whole, don't pull on the windshield wiper blades, the special way that you have to move the blades when you remove snow. No big deal. So, the snow turned into rain, and rained all day, warmed up to like 43 degrees, so I wasn't worried about sleet or ice or anything. But I go to my massage, get my massage, come out of the massage at like 7 o'clock, and my mother-in-law was like, "Hey, when are you coming home? The baby is freaking out." And I was like, "All right, I'll be home soon. Like, I'm literally 20 minutes down the road. I'll be done. I'll be home." So I'm driving, and it was downpouring so bad. It was terrible. Like, I had to turn the windshield wipers up to like max force because I just couldn't see. Like, there was so much water just driving. It felt like I was inside a car wash. So the windshield wipers are going, and they're going fast, like, and I'm like, I'm going down the road, and then you're like in the middle of, I hear, and I'm like, okay, what was that? What was that? So I'm like, just driving, and then suddenly in the middle of making the sound, and then like the driver's side windshield wiper went up and then just went off the edge of the front windshield and started slapping against the side of the car. And immediately, because the rain was so heavy, it just, like, I could not see. And I'm freaking out. And then this windshield on the passenger side, it's still going, just happy as can be. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm like, and I'm watching the on the side window, the wiper blade just go. I'm like, so thankfully we were right at, like, it happened right before an exit, so I kind of coasted to the side, and I'm very familiar with this area, so I'm like, okay, I got this. And I'm like, I'm driving like this, like, I got this, I got this, I got this, and I'm just having a panic attack. I'm having a complete and total panic attack, because, oh my gosh, the Tesla broke. Like, ah! So I'm driving, and I get to the side, and I pull off to the side, and I stop, and I'm in a parking lot, and I'm like, okay, maybe I just had the windshield wipers going so fast, and the water was so slick, it just friction and stuff, like science, something. So I got out of the car in the pouring rain, and I shove the windshield wiper blade back down, and it goes whoosh, and like this click sound. I'm like, oh, that was it. It just came loose or something. Okay, this is good. So I get in the car, and I turn the windshield wiper blades, and they're like, and it's just like, it starts having a panic attack on the side window. And I'm like, F word. F word. Like, oh my gosh. Like, whoa. So I'm like, I'm texting my husband, who's at work and is not going to get any of these text messages because he can't have his phone with him. So he's just not going to get any of these messages. And I'm just like, ah! And I'm like, oh, Tesla roadside assistance. So, Tesla roadside assistance. It was my first interaction with them. And I call them, and they're like, okay, well, it sounds like a diagnostics problem. And I'm like, all right. And she's like, I'll send you to diagnostics, but if they can't help you, you'll need a tow. And I'm like, okay, so how long is a tow going to take? And she's like, about an hour and a half. I'm like, nope. Send me to diagnostics. Like, there's got to be a solution for this, because I am not sitting in this car for an hour and a half with my baby at home screaming his head off because of a windshield wiper. I'm not doing that. So I get on with diagnostics, and they're like, okay, so what happens when you do this? Like, they gave me 2 things to do. Same thing happened. And the guy's like, okay, it's your wiper blade motor. I'll get you a tow. And I'm like, nope. I was bawling at this point, to be honest. And the guy was really nice. I think his name was John or Steve or something. One of those really generic names. And I'm like, no, no. I'm like, I will call someone to come get me. I will leave the car right here. I am not waiting an hour and a half. Literally 4 miles from my house. I'm not doing it. I will walk in the rain. I am not doing it. So he's like, okay, well, I'll put in a request for a mobile repair to come out and fix your car. It's like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and by this point my husband was on lunch, and he was texting me. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is, like, we had such a battle with the car in the beginning with just the paperwork from Tesla. Like, this was just straw that broke the camel's back. Like, I was in tears. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna get home. I'm like, I got this. I will roll the window down and stick my head out if I have to. Like, I'm going home. I am not sitting in this parking lot because of a wiper blade. I will not be defeated by a wiper blade. I will not. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn the wipers on. And like, the blade is already like stuck over here on the window. I'm like, whatever. You can't re-break a broken piece. Like, it's already broken. Let's just leave it broken, okay? So I turn it on, and I can see out of the passenger side. And I'm like, all right, I can do this. Like, I can back road it to my house with one wiper blade. I can do this. And I am sideways with my head in the passenger seat, hands on the steering wheel, looking through this teeny little triangle of window that I could reach safely, going 25 miles an hour down some back roads to get to my house. Like, I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it home. I'm coming, baby. like all the way home. Just praying I didn't hit a cop, praying no deer jumped out on these back roads. I'm like, I need to get home. The baby is crying. So we get home, we turn the car off. I'm like, lawn ornament. I'm done. I'm not touching this thing. And it was actually really sweet because the roadside repair people, they called me the very next day, which was a Saturday, and they're like, we got someone coming, they'll be there Monday, they'll call you. Monday rolls around, it's freezing cold outside, guy shows up, pops, comes in my driveway, pops the hood, starts working on it. Like, he didn't have the correct part, so he left, came back, fixed it. Hasn't been a problem since. Like, roadside assistance is awesome. Just refused to be defeated by a windshield wiper blade on my Tesla. But yeah, it's, when things in this car break, you can't let technology defeat you. In this particular case, I refused to be stranded 4 miles from home because of a windshield wiper blade. But if you ever have to drive sideways inside your Tesla with your head in the passenger seat, it requires some serious leverage with your feet, and I'm not very tall, so it was not the easiest to do, but it was entertaining. And my kids absolutely loved the story of how mommy got home in the rainstorm an hour late with one windshield wiper blade. So I hope you've enjoyed this little story time, and I'm sorry to the support dude that I cannot remember his name, the guy who got someone out there to fix my car, because I was crying on the phone. So yeah, anyway, talk to you again.